So what is the autism spectrum?
Yep, so the autism spectrum, as the name implies, is a spectrum. So everyone is different, and everyone has strength and challenges in their life. So do people on the spectrum, but the profile looks a little bit different. They often have a different perspective on life, which I find very refreshing. It often brings new opinions into the conversation, and it helps us to see the world from a different perspective.
My name is Hayden and I'm 18 years old. I was diagnosed probably around 3-ish years old. I didn't think of it as much as a big deal as I thought it would be, because like around schools and stuff I never had help for it until I was a lot older.
I'm Bradley, I'm 23. I was diagnosed with autism at about 2, I think. My family got a lot of fear-mongering from the people who diagnosed me, like they're saying, I'm not going to be able to talk for the rest of my life, I'm not going to be able to walk normally, I'll be able to go to the bathroom normally on my own. Look at me now, I can do most of those things, all of them, actually, just all of them.
My name is Darcie and I am 22. So my journey started when I was a kid. My mum always knew there was something up, not something wrong, just something different. So we went to see all the people. Like we went to all of the children's psychs, all of the physios, all of the doctors, like everyone. No one ever gave us any straight answers, and it was only just, I want to say last year, December, that we got an official formal diagnosis where someone was like, yeah, obviously, it's not even a question, you're autistic.
I am a very bubbly person around people, but when I'm alone, I'm just very quiet and to myself. I try my best to, especially when I'm around people, to make them be just as happy as me, try to kind of like pump them up, but it drains me so much, so when I go home, I'm just dead. I just really like everything dark, so if I want to have a safe space for my room, I might as well have it something I like. So my room is, so I like it so I can just relax. It's pretty much the safest spot in the whole world. It's my safe spot. Deep down, I love just staying in my space, in my room, but I will push myself to go out. I need a social life.
At the time, I think it was called like a type 2 autism, or well, these days for me it just means that I'm not as social as other people. I got to think about my words a lot more than other people usually would. Physical contact is definitely an issue for me in certain areas.
I'm diagnosed with level 2, which is sort of medium support needs, but in the autistic community we kind of reject levels, and you know, people like to say mild and severe autism. That's just not how it works. Autism is autism.
Yeah, I like seeing things that are complete. I like seeing numbers go up to the right amounts. Like I like collectibles in video games. I like collectibles in video games a lot. Like seeing the numbers tick up to the other number. It just feels good in my brain. It's like a good boost. Most of my earlier childhood was spent being mute towards other people. I didn't really talk to anyone at all, not even anyone in my family. Like they knew I could talk, like they can hear me in my room or in my tent, just nothing to anyone else until Christmas. I just walked into my room and said, "Merry Christmas, Mum." Like a little Christmas miracle. And I've been talking ever since.
I mean, music is kind of a main, like, if someone were to describe me, they'd go, oh yeah, Darcie, they're really good at music. I used to be able to do the La La Land theme. Yeah, it was fun. I don't think I can really do it anymore though. Oh, immediately no. I've always been a fairly musical person. Music's always just been something that I'm interested in. Like, I did some singing stuff at school, and then I started playing guitar and had a little play around on the piano and just sort of tried a bunch of different instruments.
I like building Lego. That's one of mine. There's a couple more of mine over there. For as far back as I can remember, I've always loved building things. One of the first things I've ever built was a big Star Trek Enterprise ship. Flowers are fairly special. They're part of our current botanical collection. Most of the ones I built are here. There's a couple at my other place. There's a bonsai tree, for example. I think the main thing that kicked off my my big Lego craze at the moment is just that one point years back, my mum commissioned me to go to a friend's house and help her friend build a Lego minivan, like a Lego Volkswagen minivan, the camper van. It was a lot of fun for me, so it's sort of stuck with me. So I started doing it more often. Started collecting giant Lego sets to start building and putting around the house. It's gotten to the point where I'm running out of room for them. This is one of my larger pieces. It's one I'm pretty proud of. It's the Lego Batwing. Almost done with it, actually. I like to think this would be a lifelong thing. Like, maybe they eventually run out of Lego for me to build. But yeah, I guess even if they do run out of Lego, there's always going to be stuff to build.
I have a lot of little bits and bobs like these. I like spells and all that crap. I have little crystals. I paint and draw a lot, but I'm not a big fan of showing people because I feel like art is more a vent thing, to kind of clear your head. I just do it all the time at school and everyone's like, oh my god, I love your stuff. And I'm like, shut up, stop, I don't. I'd hate it every time they'd say something about it, but I just kept going, and I just kept drawing and drawing. Everyone's like, how do you do that? How do you get so good? I'm like, just draw, it's not that hard. When you go into an environment that is all you feel a lot better as yourself. As soon as someone says, you don't look autistic, don't say that about people, because that's just annoying. Like, what does autism look like? Just be more open about it. That's really it. You gotta be more respectful if people are being very overstimulated, you gotta respect on what they have to do to make themselves feel better, and if you judge them any type of way, then that will hurt everyone's feelings in the end. You gotta just try and understand.
One thing I'd like more neurotypical people to be aware of in regards to autistic people is how we experience burnout. See, the way most neurotypical people experience burnout is that they run out of gas and they gotta stop for a while. But with autistic people, we don't have the luxury of knowing when we're out of gas, so we just keep going at the same pace as we always are. Eventually, I guess the point where we're not just running on gas anymore, the gas tank's running on negative space. It doesn't always tell us that we have to stop, because we gotta look normal. We gotta look normal to everyone. Gotta look at everyone else. Gotta keep going. It's like the movie with the bus. You gotta keep going at the same speed, never stopping, 24/7, or else you're just gonna explode. It gets to the point where the engine starts smoking, and that's the point where we start realizing, oh, we should probably stop the car. But at that point, it's just the car's already damaged.
I think the main message I would want to get is just listen to autistic people, listen to what they're telling you, but also don't get all your information from one source. You need to listen to a bunch of autistic people and get the general consensus about sort of what they think on things before you can really make a decision for yourself.
yes, I know they win. I take it all in, at home behind my eyes. I hope one day I won't need my disguise. I'm just trying to forget the lies. I can do it, I can rise, I can